How you get like that? How the whole team go flex like? How the whole phone take a jet like? How the thing go flex like?
How you get like that? How the whole team go flex like that? How you fly a jet like that? How you be on the road when the feds like that? And the feds go hard, so we gotta hit the gas when we see them cars. Then we can't go back on see them bars. Locked in the jam, now we them stars. Now we
Hey yo, what up, squad? Welcome back to HOODROK Entertainment, bro. You already know what's up. We the realest, illest, dopest, and most active reaction channel on YouTube, bro. And yo, we're finally touching down in the Netherlands, and we've got is the Netherlands turning into a narco-state, the war on drugs. Just so happens I'm smoking a joint. Just so happens I'm blazing a joint. I've been blazing. Shit, I've been smoking all morning. I probably smoked about 3.5 grams already. Shit's not even lunchtime. Damn, so hey, let's get into this anyway. I've got like 6 or 7 more grams to smoke. That's my daily quota. Like 19 grams, you know what I mean? So yo, a whole bunch of videos ahead of us today, bro. Gonna be a dope day. I've already done 2. This is the 3rd video of the day. We've got about another 5 to go. So we've got another 5 of these left to smoke. Make sure, man, you hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss nothing, bro. I brought nothing but the dopest shit. Nothing but the dopest music, the dopest comedy, the dopest sports, the dope, man. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Hit the notification bell, tap that like button, subscribe. Let's get into this, bro. Let's see what's up. Shout out to Netherlands, bro. Oh, nice.
Today we're asking, is the Netherlands becoming a narco-state? When a nation starts soul-searching, it's usually because someone has died.
I've already rolled 3 joints off this.
In September of 2019,
it's English, so I can understand this. Oh, I had the captions on in case it wasn't in English.
It's usually because someone has died.
Most Vice
in September of 2019,
in English.
Dutch lawyer Dirk Wiersum was gunned down outside his family home in suburban Amsterdam. Wiersum's specialist area was organized crime, gang activity, the drug trade. But Dutch lawyers like him aren't used to fearing for their lives. Being shot dead hasn't really been an occupational hazard for lawyers in the Netherlands, in the same way it has in, say, Mexico or Colombia. All that changed the morning Wiersum was assassinated just yards from his doorstep as he left for work, seconds after saying goodbye to his wife. It's widely believed that the murder was ordered by international drug lords. There's a common misconception that drugs are legal in the Netherlands. They aren't, but some of them are tolerated. After decades of tolerance, Dirk Wiersum's homeland is seen by an international generation of wreckheads as the world capital of getting high. But now, after a wave of chaos and violence, people are asking, is the Netherlands Europe's first narco-state? First things first, before we get into it, we should probably pin down what a narco-state actually is. This is how the IMF define it. They say a narco-state is a nation where all legitimate institutions become penetrated by the power and wealth of traffickers. Maybe it's easier just to say that a narco-state is any country where drug-selling gangsters basically call the shots over the police, the politicians, and the justice system.
Makes sense. Mexico.
You know, like Colombia in the 1970s and 80s.
Colombia. Medellin.
No doubt you're already familiar with this guy and his rags to riches success story. Using little more than a
Pablo Escobar, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, you know what I mean? Narco states, obviously Tijuana, places like that, Mexico. You know what I mean? The Medellin cartel from Colombia, shit like that.
Relentless torrent of bribery, cocaine, and violence. Pablo Escobar managed to turn his sleepy homeland into history's most famous narco-state.
Multi-billionaire.
Then there's Guinea-Bissau. First, decades of conflict hollowed out its economy. Then, in 2005, some strange white powder washed up on the beach. The fishermen who found it didn't know what it was exactly, but it did come in handy for marking out the white lines on a nearby football pitch. But then one day, 2 Latin Americans arrived in a plane carrying $1 million. As news of this hospitality spread, many more Latin Americans started showing up in Guinea-Bissau. They rapidly turned the country into a huge sorting office for drugs bound for Europe and North America. And then in 2008, Guinea-Bissau was declared Africa's first narco-state by the UN. Mexico.
Damn, that's near where my grandmother's from, right? So I'm called a Nigerian. I'm a called Nigerian, bro. So we're from not far around here. You know what I mean? Kenya's around here as well. Damn. Crazy.
Afghanistan, Bolivia, Venezuela, Albania. All countries that have been branded narco-states in the last few decades.
Damn, Albania.
So now that we know what a narco-state is, we can start sussing out if the Netherlands actually is one. To help, we're joined by the Dutch journalist Bo Hanna. Bo, what's the latest on the Dirk Wiersum case?
Before he was murdered in 2019, Dirk Wiersum was preparing to represent a man named Nabil Bakali in court. Bakali was a former gang member who had turned informant, and he was preparing to testify against two of the Netherlands' most wanted men, Ridouan Taghi and Said Razouki.
Who are...
Let me run that back.
Who had turned informant, and he was preparing to testify against two of the Netherlands' most wanted men, Ridouan Taghi.
It was your mistake right there, bro. That was your mistake right there.
And Said Razouki.
Ridouan Taghi and Said Razouki are the bosses of a Dutch cocaine trafficking gang named Mokro Mafia, due to the fact that most of its members are of Moroccan descent, and they are suspected of a string of murders, including Dirk Wiersum's. And Taghi is seen as kingpin, and Razouki is actually second in command.
Have these men been arrested by the Dutch police?
Taghi was wanted for years prior to the killing of Dirk Wiersum. He was finally tracked down in Dubai in December 2019 and is now in custody.
Oh, shit.
Razouki was untraceable for years too and was eventually found even further afield in Colombia in 2020. He was actually found in the hometown of Pablo Escobar.
Medellin.
It's not just the death of Dirk Wiersum that's got people worried about law and order losing its grip on the Netherlands. Here's some more evidence that could suggest the country is turning into a narco-state. 6 weeks after Wiersum's death, another Dutch lawyer named Philippe Scholl was shot in the leg while out walking his dog. And earlier, in 2018, Ridouan Bakali, the brother of the informant Wiersum was preparing to defend, was killed by a gunman. It's not only guns. Hand grenades are becoming an increasingly common sight on the streets of Amsterdam as gangs seek to shut down rival...
Hand grenades and shit. Y'all niggas ain't playing over there, bro. Y'all ain't playing with the hand grenade shit. Damn.
...businesses, mostly coffee shops. And in this CCTV footage from 2016, you can see the convicted killer and drug dealer Martin Cook almost getting his head blown off in the Dutch capital. It seems the...
Did he not even notice that?
Almost getting his head blown off.
He didn't even notice that.
You can see the convicted killer and drug dealer Martin
Look at that. He doesn't even know that's... Oh, shit. Damn, you know how much it makes me think? Because, yo, let's not get it twisted, right? I gangbanged for 26 years, bro. I gangbanged for 26 years, bro. Retired gang member now, bro. Still live in my hood. Still hang out with some of my homies. All of that shit. You know what I mean? My dad's still in the gang. My brothers are still in the gang. All of that shit. But, bro, that makes you think how many times has someone driven past me or something like that and pointed the whip at me, but not pulled the trigger, and I never noticed, bro. You know what I mean? Damn.
This CCTV footage from 2016, you can see the convicted killer and drug dealer Martin Cook almost getting his head blown off in the Dutch capital. It seems the assassin's gun jams at the crucial moment. Cook doesn't even notice what's happened. However, his luck didn't last. Security cameras captured Cook being gunned down hours later in the car park of a sex club. Ironically, Cook had been targeted not for his own crimes, but for exposing those of others. After he was released from prison, he transformed himself into a crime writer, and people had repeatedly tried to kill him, not for his own crimes, but for exposing those of others.
Homie, I ain't saying nothing. You know, because he's obviously not about that life, but what's up with those kicks you're wearing, nigga? Yo, come on, bruh. You're hoping that your video, well, it is. It's a Vice video, man. Shit. Up your game, bruh. Up your game. What's up with them socks, bruh? What's with the high-rising pants, my nigga?
After he was released from prison, He transformed himself into a crime writer, and people had repeatedly tried to kill him because he'd brazenly published the full names of drug traffickers and hired guns on his blog.
Ah, no wonder
it's
why
not like
you
the
got
mainstream
smoked,
media has
bro.
been spared this kind of treatment
Goofy.
either. In June of
Goofy
2018,
shit.
someone attacked the offices of Panorama magazine with a rocket launcher. A few days later, the lobby of
With a rocket launcher, my man. Quit playing with your boys over there.
the country's largest national newspaper, The Telegraph, was ram-raided by a burning van. Both outlets came under attack after publishing stories about Ridwan Taqi. Illegal drugs production in the Netherlands is even terrorizing the environment. In the southern region of Brabant, constant dumping of the toxic chemicals left over from MDMA production is killing trees and animals, as well as poisoning the water supply.
Yo, come on, bro.
Deze weg is...
Yo, come on, bro. Yo, I ain't got no problem with no drugs, bro. Whatever. You know what I mean? Get your hustle on, all of that shit. Whatever it is you're doing, you're doing. You know what I mean? I ain't shit. But I don't condone that shit. But I ain't nobody's dad, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My kids are doing fine. I ain't need to worry about that. But yo, the environment though, my bro. I can't stress that shit enough. I'm from New Zealand, bro. So we're really about that shit. Come on, man. Clean up your shit, bro. Find another way to get rid of your shit. You know what I mean? Stop fucking with the environment, bro. Go do what you gotta do. But yo, make sure you clean up your shit.
Het is echt een van de synthetische drugsafvallig dumping hotspots in deze buurt. Heel milieu schade veroorzaakt. En deze waterloop die voert het water naar de stadsgrachten. En hier heb ik dus al een paar keer een synthetische drugsdumping in gehad.
Wrong with you, man. Stop playing, bro.
Hier lagen een stuk of 10 vaten, grote vaten van een paar 100 liter naar beneden gegooid.
That ain't it.
Het ligt dan gewoon vol met dode vissen.
That ain't it.
Ja, maar dit is een plek waar we een van de meest dramatische drugsdumpingen hebben gehad in Brabant.
That ain't it,
er lag een heel groot vat waar 1000 liter drugsafval van de bodem in liep.
1000 liters,
bijvoorbeeld deze bomen, die hebben natuurlijk ook al drugsafval meegekregen. En dat blad dat krult nog steeds raar en dat gaat in de loop van de zomer dood.
Deze hele boom?
Ja, zeker. Ja.
What does all of this chaos and death, this risk and hard graft, tell us about the Netherlands? Well, for one thing, the drug market there must be worth shit tons. Just as mind-boggling is the amount of drugs being exported from the Netherlands. In 2017, synthetic drugs worth £16 billion were produced there. Ecstasy, cocaine, speed, LSD, crystal meth, you name it, it's being synthesized in huge quantities in the Netherlands. Lately, there's been a surge in the use of GHB, as the deadly drug works its way out from the Netherlands into the clubbing mainstream.
We've just come to Groningen, which is
dangerous,
in the
bro. GHB dangerous, bro. Don't play with that shit.
He sells GHB, and according to him,
you know, don't play with that shit, bro. That's the shit, the date rape shit. You know what I mean? Be careful with that shit. That's why you nip, bro. Don't never take your eyes off your glass. Don't ever take your eyes off your bottle. If you're gonna leave your table, take your bottle or your glass with you, bro. Always hold your glass in front of your shit. Never have your glass on the side of you, bro. Shit like that. Keep yourself safe, bro. Because you're not gonna get rid of shit like this. But what you can do is keep yourself safe. You know what I mean? All that shit.
This area is going through a bit of a GHB epidemic, especially amongst the hardcore music scene. And the police have started to make it a priority. Is this the G?
This is it, yeah.
Out of all the stuff that you sell, which sells the most?
GHB, for sure. Most people I sell to are pretty heavy users.
Okay.
And they'll fucking use it in church, anywhere.
Do you know people who've died from it?
Yeah, maybe around 5, 6 people I know have died from it, from overdosing on it.
How popular is G in the...
I was trying to find something I thought I had. But no, never mind.
It's absolutely an epidemic. So many people using it nowadays, comparing to a few years back.
Lonely lads in skeleton masks knocking out homebrewed GHB to gabba ravers aren't...
I was about to grab my skeleton mask. He's got the exact same mask as me.
...going to turn the Netherlands into a narco-state single-handedly. But what's increasingly clear is that the country is becoming the nerve centre of the global drug trade. For many international kingpins, whether they're Moroccan or the Mexicans who run the infamous Sinaloa cartel, the Netherlands is the #1 gateway to the lucrative European market. The thing is, this has been the case for a while now, It's only really been in the last few years, since the criminal underworld started impacting mainstream society, that people have been wondering if the Netherlands is out of control. Something felt like it might be happening to change this in 2020. The police took over a secret international phone network used by organized criminals. It's called EncroChat.
I was about to say the Encro fucking thing. Yeah, that's been big news the last year. So they actually took down last year. They took down 18 of my bros who are locked up now. So free the gang, and a whole bunch of other gang members from Australia and New Zealand and all over the world, bro. They were all involved in this. Look it up. Look it up. New Zealand was involved. Australia was involved. And they did a whole international sting by cracking the Encro shit. And they took down 18 of my bros and about 30-something other New Zealand gang members along with other people around the world, bro. It's crazy, bro.
International phone network used by organized criminals. It's called EncroChat. It's a bit like WhatsApp for murderous gangsters. As we speak, the EncroChat hacks have led to a string of raids and over 100 arrests. Police have seized 20 million euros, 1,200 kilograms of crystal meth, 10 tons of cocaine.
I think he's just talking about this situation here in the Netherlands. But I mean, when they cracked that Encro thing, man, they took down gang members, drug dealers all around the world. It was crazy. It was the biggest code cracking that the cops had done in the history of code cracking in the police enforcement. It's crazy, bro.
And have taken out 19 meth labs. Near Rotterdam, the police even discovered 7 shipping containers that had been turned into custom-built prison cells and a torture chamber, featuring a dentist chair, handcuffs, pliers, and scalpels. Arrests...
Bruh. What the f... Y'all niggas are not playing, bruh.
That had been turned into custom-built prison cells and a torture chamber, featuring a dentist chair, handcuffs, pliers, and scalpels. Arrests and busts have been made not just in the Netherlands, but Ireland, the UK, Spain, and Sweden too.
Bruh.
Just in pliers.
Bruh. That obviously hasn't been used yet, but it certainly ain't been built for nothing, bruh.
And scalpels. Arrests and busts have been made not just in the Netherlands, but Ireland, the UK, Spain, and Sweden too. Given how globalized the modern narcotics trade is, perhaps this is the start of the Dutch freeing themselves from
China and Japan as well, bro. They actually use that in China and Japan as well, the Encro thing shit.
the grip of criminals like Redouane Tucky.
And Canada.
Of course, the Netherlands is different from the other countries on the Narco-State list. It's affluent, it's Northern European, it hasn't recently been the site of horrible guerrilla warfare.
Oh, don't get it twisted. New Zealand and Australia and shit are far from being narco-states. I think he's just named the narco-states, but yo, far from that shit. We're nowhere near that status. Hell no.
And despite brushes with the far right, politically it's fairly stable. Comparing it with Colombia at the height of Escobar is going too far. No one's blown up a plane yet, and so far only one severed head's been found in the street. If the EncroChat raids showed the extent of the problem, perhaps they also hint at its solution. The murder of Dirk Wiersum might well have been chilling for the Dutch, but despite what some in the country fear, there's still a long way to go before the Netherlands can think of itself as a bona fide narco-state.
We'd like to congratulate drugs for winning the war on drugs.
That was dope. That was a little bit of an eye-opener, bro. You know what I mean? That was a bit of an eye-opener. I really enjoyed that, bro. Damn. Y'all didn't play over there. Y'all ain't playing over there, bro. Shit. But yo, thanks for all the requests too, bro. Because this has been requested by a whole bunch of people on my live streams and on my IG. And yo, remember, follow me before you message me on Instagram, bro. Follow the link in the description box. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for all the support, bro. Appreciate it, man. Stay safe, stay dangerous. We out. Peace.